I stumbled across an article that was released just yesterday in response to some controversy regarding the unforgivable curses and how it doesn't make sense that in Harry Potter lore in general that it's a fight against evil, but you can freely use unforgivable curses with zero consequences at all, when in the actual lore, the punishment for using any one gets you a life sentence in Azkaban prison. But instead, if you do use an unforgivable curse, you can pretty much just go to school the next day like nothing happened. Let me briefly read through this article as I share my thoughts along the way. But real quick, I'm Be Righteous from Identity, and I love for you to be a part of everything I do. I cover pretty much all categories of gaming, so if that's something you're interested in, then don't hesitate to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Now, at the beginning of the article, it reads, "A batch of preview content has just gone live for Hogwarts Legacy." If you noticed, a lot of people posted their playthroughs on YouTube. But the one thing that stood out was an interview 𝐺AMEsRadar did with narrative director Moira Esquire, who affirms that you can be a dark witch or wizard and use unforgivable curses in the game. Not just that, but you can just be evil in Hogwarts Legacy. Certainly a breakpoint from the original books and movies where the heroes' battle against evil was the core concept, and the choice to be evil might be a standard for an RPG. But that seems pretty out there for a Harry Potter game. As you may recall, there are 3 unforgivable curses in Harry Potter: the Killing Curse, Abracadabra, Crucio, where you can torture people, and the Imperius Curse, Imperium, to control people. All 3 are used at different points in the books, and famously Harry Potter survives the Killing Curse, Voldemort cast on him through the power of love. I don't know how you feel about this, because there are of course die-hard fans assuredly purchasing Hogwarts Legacy, and it seems pretty weird that using the curses won't do anything. I know that whenever there's a choice to be evil in any game, it's always very tempting to play devil's advocate by trying it out at least a little bit, and that usually leads to being full-fledged evil. But doing this in Hogwarts Legacy seems weird. I mean, Fable is a very good example of taking the evil or dark path. You actually see a physical change in your character's appearance by growing horns. Your character's eyes change colors, and people always react to your appearance, and there are bounties placed on your head. So it's really fun in that regard to actually feel like the bad guy. In Hogwarts Legacy, from what I see, is that you won't even be recognized as a dark wizard. Continuing on with the article, it says it's not just that you will use them in dire circumstances, it's that the game will let you use them without some sort of morality system in place to reprimand or discourage you from using them. Here's what Squire says. "This is because it is the ultimate embodiment of role-playing, allowing the player to be evil." She says, "Additionally, this was important because it comes from a place of non-judgment by the game creators. If you want to be evil, be evil." Again, if you want to be evil seems pretty much antithetical to the entire narrative arc of the source material. I don't know how exactly this will play out in the game, and I doubt that you can just freely torture, kill, or mind control anyone, causing some sort of Hogwarts mass extinction like you're in Fallout trying to hunt down every NPC in a serial killer playthrough. And yet, I mean, this raises a ton of questions about how this will play out in practice. This was probably one of the main reasons for Hogwarts Legacy being delayed or pushed back in the past, because they wanted to figure out this whole thing. They probably just said screw it and left it this way, because trying to add this element of good and evil without consequences to go with it would require a lot more code to be implemented along with everything else that's already set in stone. I'm not going to read any more of this article. I think you pretty much understand the gist of it, but here are my final thoughts. They say there's a morality system, but really there is none. Simply having the ability to cast unforgivable curses doesn't mean anything if there are no consequences to using them. And not having anything happen to you for using these, I think will make a lot of the gameplay in that regard redundant. That's just my experience with stuff like that. Anyways, if you want to read the whole article, I'll have a link to it in the description below. And if you enjoyed this in any way, don't hesitate to like the video, subscribe, and tell me your thoughts in the comment section. Finally, hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all my content. If you want to see more, just click on one of the videos you see on the screen now. I'll catch you in the next one. Be right out.